Hi there everybody. So I just got back from a week-long road trip up the Pacific Coast Highway with my husband, and we scooped over to Joshua Tree, came back through LA, and we ended up in San Francisco. And honestly, it was one of the most beautiful trips I've ever taken, and it's kind of beyond what I even expected. So if you'd actually like to see more of a recommendations of where to stop in a trip like that in the California coastline, drop a comment down below or like this video, and then we could work on more of like a travel video for that. But I had done a lot of research before the road trip started. We rented a car in San Diego and then drove out to the desert. And I did some research on little things that could help our trip. Also little things that I had remembered from being in Los Angeles for a class early in the summer. And so I compiled 5 things that are easy peasy but would really help any California road trip. Now, the first item that I recommend bringing with you is a car charger. Now, this one has a fairly long cord, so you can have it plugged in, you can use it. It's great for navigating, keeping your phones charged while you're on the road. The way that we had our trip mapped out, we were driving about 2 hours a day, which really wasn't crazy because the whole state's beautiful anyway. It's a really pretty drive. But having a car charger is so important. Honestly, some of the places we stayed, like the Airbnbs, there was a teepee we stayed in Joshua Tree. Didn't really have electricity for us to charge our phones. Different, there's Airstreams or different places you may not have the availability to charge your phone. Also, if you're going up the Pacific Coast Highway, it is like raw and natural, so you may not have that option. So bring a car charger with you. You're welcome. Now next up are shopping totes. Now I like these canvas shopping totes. I brought 2 of them with me on the trip. I just washed this one, so it's like tiny and like wrinkly, but I brought 2 canvas shopping totes. A couple reasons. In the state of California, you're charged for shopping bags. So if you go to the grocery store to get snacks, a convenience store, they have bags, but they will charge you for them. So it's an easy way to save a little bit of money. Also, I ended up using these almost like a purse when we would go hiking or whatnot. And I know it's not a backpack, but they are so lightweight that it was easy to throw our water bottles, or I have a little side body purse that I could throw in here, and it wasn't heavy, and it was just a great easy day bag to carry. And then it's something that's not like overly girly, so I could give it to my husband, take a break. They're lightweight. I love them. So bring reusable shopping bags. The next thing you should bring are reusable water bottles. Refillable water bottles, things like these are a great option because in a trip like that, you're oftentimes hiking or you're in the car a good little bit, and it's an easy way to fill up your water bottle at a restaurant instead of buying a water bottle at a convenience store and stopping. Plus, like I said before, part of like the Pacific Coast Highway, there's not really convenience stores. So fill up your water bottle when you have breakfast or lunch, just to make sure you have water on hand. I like this one because it has a straw in the bottle. It is like a BPA-free material, and it's got a little grippy side. But what I love most about this bottle, and I recommend with anything, is something that has like a finger hook. It's just easy. You can throw it in your reusable tote if you're hiking, but it's just easy to carry. So a reusable water bottle, you can refill them at your restaurants when you have your meals, and bring water with you for free. For me personally, the next one was imperative to me looking reasonably decent and being happy. So that is dry shampoo. So number 4, dry shampoo. This one is Yarrick's Feed Your Style. It's a lightweight dry shampoo that absorbs excess oil. Dry shampoo was imperative to probably our first 3 days in California. I washed my hair like the Friday night before we left. We flew out on a Saturday. We got to San Diego, we drove to Joshua Tree, we then went to LA. I didn't wash my hair through that whole time because in that process, I was staying in an Airstream trailer, which did have a shower, but not the easiest to like do your hair and get ready, and a teepee. And then we went and hiked in LA. So dry shampoo was imperative. It's great for stretching your blowouts. you never know where a road trip's gonna lead you. Bring your dry shampoo. You're welcome. The fifth thing to bring in your road trip, and I'm sure you have it right on you right now if you're possibly watching this on it, is a cell phone with a camera. Now, there are a ton of amazing cameras out there on the market. I'm filming this video on one of them. I have another camera I use for blog posts. The problem is a road trip is often very spontaneous and you need to stop and quickly snap a picture because the sun might be setting. Do not burden yourself with all of this equipment. Use your cell phone. The cameras anymore are amazing. Take the picture, but even still, make sure you are appreciating what you're saying because a picture will never do it justice. It'll remind you about it, but it will never do it justice. So bring your cell phone with a camera. Skip all the other equipment. Keep it easy. Now those are my must-haves for a California road trip. And I know those are just 5 items and we could definitely go on from there. But I think the thing to keep in mind with a trip like this is to keep it light so that you can have adventure. If you overly plan a trip, I think it ruins any amount of spontaneity that you could have included in it. So when it comes to spontaneity in a trip, and this is coming from someone who loves to plan and have a plan and all that, structure your days like this. Go on, plan out your hotel rooms or your Airbnbs ahead of time so that you know where you'll be, and you'll have to research the locations you'll want to be at. But don't overly schedule the days too far in advance. What we ended up doing was pretty much the night before, I think there was one activity that we did, we booked it like 2 days in advance. We would then think about, hey, when we're in Whitewater, what do we want to do? Hey, when we're in Joshua Tree, where do we want to eat? When we're in LA, what do we want to do? But we would only do that like the night before, the day before, so that we could have a plan, but we could kind of see what we were in the mood for that day. It wasn't overly regimented and it wasn't overly busy. And most days we had like one attraction we would do. We didn't overly book ourselves, so we could take time, you could sleep in, and really enjoy the trip. Alrighty, so those are my 5 must-haves for any California road trip. And like I said before, if you'd like to see an in-depth list of recommendations of like places to stop at or Airbnbs maybe on that route, shoot a comment and a like down below and I'll get that going for you because it was kind of an amazing trip. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful and I will see you next time. Bye!